Hi, good evening, folks. Welcome to Blue and Gold Talk, the video on the channel, if you're new here, that usually just discusses random talk. But today I'm a little prepared. This could have been an Inside the Numbers video, guys, but I want to show you some visuals, okay? It's the only way to do it, really. I mean, I could put it on the board. It's not the same as if you see the visuals. So I've been doing some digging because we're going nuts with this season. Let's face it, we're going crazy. We're fed up. We're frustrated. We've had it. All of that, all of the above. And guys, if you see some white paint on my hands, just ignore it. I just noticed I got some more on my hand I didn't clean off. What's going on, right? We know about the lack of wins. I mean, that's obvious. But what's really going on historically this year is what I wanted to dig into. So I did some digging, and I looked at the 38 game mark of our entire history, and how many times have we only managed 2 wins in a row or less in our entire history? I'm talking since day one, since 1970-71. How many times has this happened? 4 times. This year is the 4th time in our history that we have actually played 38 games and only managed to win 2 in a row or less once in that 38 game span. So I'm going to show you some clips. And I'll go in order in our history when it's happened. So let's take a look, guys. The first time it happened was our inaugural season of 1970-71, our inaugural season in the NHL, our first year in existence. This happened. Here's a clip. Okay, yeah, guys, forgive the small fonts. Tell you what, though, just look at the green, okay? The green are the wins, the red are the losses, the whites are the ties. There's our first 38 games of our history, and as you can see, guys, you don't see one 2-game winning streak there in season 1. Okay, that's understandable. It is. Come on, the draft isn't like today where we gift wrap everything in 14 karat gold for some teams now. You know, it wasn't like that back then. You had to luckily get the first overall pick, which was Gilbert Perreault, and get a franchise player, luckily, and get on the right track. All right, now the second time in our history, season 2 of our history, guys, 1971-72. Let's look at this clip. Okay, and there you see it. Again, you'll notice not one 2-game winning streak, but we did hit a spurt, you'll see, of 4 ties and 2 wins in games number 10 to 15. You know, you look right there, we had 4 ties, 2 wins. You know, I mean, in this day and age, with the free wins that they give now. But if you look now, if you compare this, I mean, yeah, there'd probably be a few more wins in there because of the overtimes. But it is what it is. So you look, not one 2-game winning streak in that 38 games. Okay. Now the third time in our history, guys, it was not one of the tank years. Imagine that. The tank years, we managed to do better than this, our first 38 games both times. Go figure that out. Okay. Third time it happened, 2017-2018, the Darlene tank year, that year. Let's take a look. Okay, and you see, guys, games number 9 and 10. That's the 2-game winning streak there. And then you look the rest, overtime losses, overtime losses, overtime losses. Just think of them as ties, the yellow for now. And, you know, there you see, no other 2-game winning streak at all. So what makes this year a little different? Well, I'm going to show you. Let's take a look at it, guys. Remember, look at the color coordination, okay? Here we go. And there you see the frustration of this year. There you see it, guys. Win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. How often do you see that in this? If we have a good spurt, there's always an overtime loss or you know. So if you're looking for where we won, games number 9, at the end of October and 10 early November. And that's it. There's 2 3-game losing streaks and 2 2-game losing streaks. The first 2 games of the season and games number 32 and 33. If you're looking for the threes, that's easy. 24, 25, 26, and 15, 16, and 17. I'm talking the game numbers on the left. So that's this season there. Now, I'll show you another clip, guys. All right, so 1970-71, after 38 games, we started 8-24-6. In 71-72, we started 8-22-8. And 2017 to 2018 season, we started 10-20-8. We had 8 regulation wins there. And this year, we've started 15-19-4 with 13 regulation wins. For the record, okay, 71-72 is the only season in our entire history we did not record a 3-game winning streak. In case you're wondering. And in case you're wondering, is that possible this year? It sure seems like it is right now, the way it feels. Can this Sabres team, for the second time in their history, not win 3 in a row? Now, if I'm wrong and there's another season, I didn't find it. I looked through every season, and I checked this because it seems like, you know, I maybe I should backtrack all the 70s and 80s again. I don't think I need to. I'm sure 71-72 is the only season in our history we did not win 3 games in a row. And if we can't do that now in this era, where you can get fake wins in overtime, really? Like, this is going to be brutal to deal with then. Because the truth is, I mean, if we get a 3-game winning streak and it's not in regulation time, then that really kind of goes, that's right on the border of 71-72, unfortunately. It really is in my books when it comes to regulation wins, guys. So I don't know. You tell me what you think, because for me, this is just so frustrating. And when you looked at the color coordination of this season, there's enough green there that you're confused, which is normal because it's what they've done to us all year. This might be the most confusing year in Buffalo Sabres history. At least the most confusing start in Buffalo Sabres history. I mean, 70-71, 71-72, we weren't supposed to be winning. We're an expansion club. It's not like today's expansion back then, folks. For you young folks, it wasn't like that. You really got their table scraps back in the day. You didn't get like today, you know? And 2017-2018 was a huge disappointing season, you might recall. We took a big step backward again, and the Sabres were just a mess again. And we luckily got Darlene in the #1 pick. So any way you pinpoint this year is just a head scratcher. It doesn't make any sense. This was the year we were turning corners. We just came off a 91-point season. And for it to happen this year, and we didn't look good in preseason also, you guys might recall. We did not look good. I can't remember if they won 2 in a row in preseason. I don't remember. I just know they didn't look good. I remember they beat Boston in one of the games, right? And but the rest of the games, they look confused and not together. And there's a lot that's discouraging about this season, you know? But I'm not here to discourage you. I'm just here to throw out the facts at you guys. How is this happening now, right now? You know, the first 2 seasons, that's forgiven. Right off the cuff, even back then, it's forgiven. And then 3 years after those 2 years, we're in the Stanley Cup Finals, right? So, no. And then 2018 was a mess. We remember that year. Just seemed like, and for a last overall team, we had quite a few points. It was something like 65 or something. I can't remember. It was right around that much. It wasn't that bad, like the 2 first expansion seasons. But come on. The team we have now, It doesn't, I can't make sense of it. I'm dumbfounded by it. When I started researching this, I said, you know what, I know I'm going to get angry when I see and it is. But by the time I got to 2017, 2018, I was surprised to find a year in the Common Era that we didn't win more than 2 in a row, or had 1 2-game winning streak only in the first 38 games. So you guys take it for what it is. Just thought I'd throw this out there because it's a stat that we don't want to deal with, but it's happening. And Granato should not be off the hook. This should be exposed in my books, so I'm exposing it. All right, guys, have a great night. I'll see you in the pregame tomorrow. As I will be at the game, so I probably won't do a post-game tomorrow to the day after because I'm going to be coming home. I'm going to see the game tomorrow. See you then.